Hello guys, welcome to Monday Night Live 118. One of the latest Monday Night Lives because I couldn't get stuff to work. So, I hope you can all hear me. I hope there's a few people here. We're waiting for a few comments to come up. Welcome guys. This is Monday Night Live 118. So there we go, guys. Intro all sorted. I can't see the comments yet. Let's get some comments up. We'll see if we're live. There's a few people here. Welcome, people. Mark's here, Bill's here, Brett, Warren, Timmy Breen, Paul, lots and lots here, Frank, Jeremy, lots, guys. Welcome. Sorry about the delay. Nothing really worked, and it was a slight disaster, but we got there in the end. New mug tonight. South East Queensland Gold Hunters. Good page, just a young page starting out. Welcome guys. Now tonight's the night. I was going to do a big thing tonight, but we don't have time. So we're going to swerve that for next week. But I am going to give away the prize anyway. We've got, we do Snakebite Bandages. Oh, they're green. I'm going to have to get a... So, Snakebite Bandages, right? They're green. They're the same colour as my green screen. See? They disappear into the world. Cheers, Paul. Thanks very much, mate. So, snake and spider bite kit. It's got a first aid kit in it as well, and then we've just got the snakebite kit. All right, I know they can't be seen, but we're going to give them away tonight. But next week we're going to properly, and actually we might have a crack at it tonight. But these are the coolest snakebite bandages. Do not buy another snakebite bandages. We're getting into snake season, so. These are the coolest snakebite bandages. Simply because if you see that pattern on there, when you've got it at the correct tension, right, the little rectangles there on the thingo turn into squares. So these are the coolest snakebite bandages because you can tell when you've got it tight enough. And there is a lot of Joe Blakes around at the moment. Everywhere we go, snake bites. Snakes are around. I'm a big believer. I've come across a lot of snakes in the bush over the years, and I believe you really only they don't want to do you too much harm. So, righto. So we've got a couple of those to give away tonight. Now, see that one? That's a 4.5 metre snakebite bandage. Absolutely useless. 4.5 metres. Well, it's not useless. It's better than nothing. But get yourself a 10 metre one. We sell the 10 metre. We also sell the 4.5 metre one. So, but I reckon the 4.5 metre ones are too short. I reckon they're too short. You're better off with the 10 metre one. However, these 4.5 metre ones are easier to apply if you're by yourself. So, yeah. So, now while we're talking about that, I see a question there. How effective are Gators? Gators are excellent. I tend to wear heavy leather Gators from Double D. We sell them here in the shop. Big, heavy Double D leather Gators. Let me see if I can pull them up here. Let me find them here. But the heavy duty Gators from Double D are phenomenal. they do a couple of different ones, and here they are. Here, let me just drop in here like so. Right, so they're the two Gators. They're the canvas ones. They come in a variety of colours, but this is what I wear. I tend to wear these. They're actually leather. That's a better picture of them there, sort of thing. So they're actually a very, very heavy duty leather, and I really like those Gators, sort of thing. So yeah, they're phenomenal. So yeah, that's what I would. How much does Snakebite Bandages? Let me have a look here. We won't have. Oh, we'll have tiger snakes. So let me just switch you across here so you can see as well. So Snakebite. So there's this 10-meter Snakebite bandage. That is $11.99. So a 10-meter Snakebite bandage, $11.99. So yeah, they're really quite good. That's the 4.5 meter one there that you can't quite see. I'll pull it up. That's the 4.5 one, $7.99. So there's not much difference between the price of them. So get the 10-meter one. You can do a bit more with the 10-meter one. These are the two kits here. $17.99 for the little fella here. Little fella's got a couple of those small bandages in them. Triangular bandage to help immobilise a little thing and a wipe thing. So, but yeah, don't muck about with it. It's nothing to throw that in a backpack and away you go. And this one's got the splint in it as well. This fella here, you basically get the splint and something else. So yeah, so there you go. That's the Narelle's just sent me a picture of a snake she saw the other day. So yeah. So there's a lot of questions here. I've just come back. But the Gators, yes, I wear the Gators. And I like I understand if you're carrying two of these 4.5 meter, if that kit there's got two of these 4.5 meter ones, but I actually carry. I'll show you something that I'm working on at the moment. This is more for the lease than anything else, but I'm setting this up. Let me just get this out of here. I'm testing that thing at the moment, but I'm carrying a little first aid kit with me all the time, and in there is just one 10-meter bandage, snakebite bandage, and I am in the process of filling that kit up with a bit of gear. So that's a little pouch that I'm going to carry with me the whole time. So I will put a bit of gear in here, band-aids and all that sort of gear sort of thing. So but yeah, so that is actually a pull down pouch, so that if you need to access it quickly, you can. That red tab sticks out the top here. See, that red tab sticks out the top, and I think once it's securely attached, you're supposed to be able to pull it down and it pops out. Let me do that again. That was pretty cool. So so I'm keeping, that's what I'm carrying with me, because I'm doing a lot more work on the lease. So it's supposed to sit like that pouch with the red tag hanging out, and instead of fiddling around trying to open it, you just pull it down and it opens. So that's what that's designed for you to do. So emergency device. Paul asked what emergency device do I carry? I carry a PLB. I definitely so let me give you an idea. So on my kit at all times is a little first aid kit. This is turning into a safety in the bush thing since I mentioned the snakebite kits. Right, so I carry a little first aid kit. Like, I'm forever banging myself and what have you. I'm not too concerned about that. I just want, this is an emergency stuff sort of thing. So I carry that little first aid kit. Then I carry, I'll take this off here because I don't want to show you this yet until I've tried it. Then I carry a radio. Okay, so this radio is a little bit unique. This has also got funny straps on it too that you can undo and all that sort of jazz, right? This radio is a bit unique. It's flat, so I can't turn it on and show you. This radio is more an emergency radio. I carry this radio because it's a 5-watt UHF, right? These aren't a cheap radio. It's a 5-watt UHF, but it's also a tracking GPS. So, for instance, if I've got someone that I'm working with, I can give that radio. I can give one of these radios to them, and we talk to each other. The GPS talks to each other, so I can see where they are, and they can see where I am. So it's a bit of a safety thing when we're doing really remote stuff, particularly snakebite things. It's also got a little button on it that you can hit, and it turns the other devices connected on the same network into a tracking device for this. So if you got tagged with a snake, right? So if, for instance, me and Joe Bloggs were out in the bush, we were 1 kilometre apart or 2 kilometres apart, right? That device there, that's a Rhino 750 if anyone's interested in it, but they are very, very expensive. That device, so if I got tagged with a snake and I want to let Joe Bloggs know, I can hit the distress button on here. The distress button sends a signal to his and turns his into sets an alarm off on his, turns his into a tracking device to me, right? As well as being able to talk each other for a radio. So I don't use that for any gold stuff. I don't use that GPS for any gold stuff. I use it as a radio solely, but it's got the backup of the GPS in it. So yeah, so that tightens up there, and that remains on me the whole time. So yeah, so what my problem is, and so the third thing I carry is a PLB. Okay, it takes nothing to carry a PLB. All this stuff wouldn't weigh a kilo. Okay, with my PLB, which is sitting in the ute at the moment, but all of that stuff wouldn't weigh a kilo. So that covers me pretty well, I think. Okay, yes, you can put 1,000 more things on it, right? But really, that covers you. I feel comfortable at that level. Okay, so my PLB is very, very loose, very, very light. It wouldn't weigh 300 grams, sort of thing. So, yes, Trisha mentioned. Well, I'm about 100 comments behind, but Trisha mentions my wife has instigated all this. My wife has instigated all this, and that's where that vest comes in handy. So all this stuff will be mounted on the vest, right? We're not ready to talk about the vest yet because I don't know whether it's going to work. But this vest, I'm actually trying to get one in fluoro orange. So when I'm working on the lease, that as soon as I leave camp, I throw that on and zip it up. Lightweight, breathable thing. But we'll work on that. That's something in the pipeline that I want to show you, sort of thing. So, there are apps on your phone for the GPS things. Yeah. So, yeah. So there are apps that you can do all this stuff with. I like a standalone machine because I'm carrying a UHF anyway, so I may as well plug a GPS unit into it, sort of thing. So, and that way, yes, I've got stuff on my phone. I don't have an emergency app on my phone, but I've got mapping and all that sort of jazz on my phone, and I use that more, right? But the GPS, like that cost me nothing to carry with me. I'm carrying it with me. So, yeah, you can run all the maps on the Rhino. You can do all that stuff. So, but yeah. Right. So Drew asked how many people have been bitten here or had a close shave. I'd be interested to know. Like, about bitten. I don't think anyone's been bitten by Joe Blake here. So Yeah. So, oh well, Annie talks about another thing, right? And I'm not going to release this brand or anything like this yet, but see in the back here, this back opens up, right? And I can put a bladder in there. Okay. So the big problem I have with harnesses and everything like that, you can't mount stuff on it. You can't mount stuff on it, and you can't carry water. So these metal detecting harnesses, you can't carry water with you. So the beauty of that is I can put cool, not frozen, but cold water in that, and put that vest on, and that will keep my core quite cool, sort of thing. So, yes. So, yeah. Right. Okay. Right. So I'm just scrolling through some. I'm just scrolling through some comments here. So Craig, that's a big topic, Craig, about the talking to politicians opening state forests in Queensland. That's a big topic, and it's my thoughts on it are very unpopular. So maybe I don't know. So okay, I'll just touch on it. So I suppose a lot of people in Queensland this is a really touchy subject. You've got to approach this carefully. So a lot of people in Queensland approach politicians with letters and Facebook. They're the two methods that people are using. Okay? I don't think Facebook is the right platform to try and influence politicians. I don't agree with Facebook as a political influencer thing. I think the big problem is that you get one or two nutters in a group and it turns the whole thing sour. So there's been a lot of work. There's a lot of us in the industry that are working on different methods. I won't tell you exactly those methods, but those different methods. And I believe they will be more successful than Facebook. That's what I believe. So if anyone wants to talk to me about that on a one-to-one basis, no problems at all. Yeah, but I don't really want to influence what's going on or jeopardize what's going on behind the scenes, because there's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. So yeah, so that's all I'm going to say about that. But if you want to talk to me personally about that, I'm more than happy to speak my mind a little bit further. So yeah, anyway, that was that. So politics is not something I'm a big fan of or think that. Yeah. So yeah, but Craig, I understand people are passionate and people want to get out there, but there's actually lobby groups that know the right way to speak to people to get things happening, and I believe that's a better way to do it. But anyway, that's beside the coin. That's beside the thing. Right, I'm going to forget about that because someone's already told me to move on. So I'm moving on. Don't forget tonight's prizes. All you need to do is make a comment. Is the Snakebite kits. This is a Snakebite first aid. This is a Snakebite kit. This is a Snakebite and Spider kit with the first aid kit in it. So it's got a whole lot of stuff in it. Splints and ice packs and bandages. Where this one, the smaller one's got Snakebite bandages, triangular bandages and dressings. So all you need to do is make a message. So people probably saw this the other day. This is the biggest pan I've ever used, right? The biggest pan. Oh, Ray's here. Ray, I forgot to get back to you today. Ray rang me today and I forgot to ring you back. Yeah. So I forgot to ring you back, Ray. I'll ring you in the morning, mate. Sorry about that. So this is a Batea pan, right? It's a big blue pan. That's 50 centimetres across. That's a big pan, right? This is I don't know what they call it. I call it a little clay breaker thing that goes in there. Fantastic pan. You don't have to put that clay breaker in there. And then it's got a little pocket, which has still got gold on the bottom of it too, by the way. So it's got a pocket in the bottom there. I don't know whether you can quite... Here, let me get it up here close. Pocket in the bottom there to hold the gold. So these are new out from XP, the French company. So really, really cool. I haven't used one of these before. A whole lot, okay? I've took a lot of instructions. I want to go and have a big play with it sort of thing. So, yeah. So, I've got to spend a lot more time with that. But, this was cool. I really like this fella. Alright? I don't know whether I can get it to... Yeah, see, you can sort of see it there, right? So, let me show you this first. So, big deep riffles, right? Smaller riffles like you would have on like another brand's pan out there. But then, I'll get in close here. See that section through to here? See that line there, right? That's actually a snakeskin pattern. Let me see if I can get that. See that snakeskin pattern there? Right? That snakeskin pattern actually wants to hold your gold really, really well. Really well. Gold wants to stick to it. In fact, you almost have to wash the gold off this snakeskin section, right? Because it sticks that well, sort of thing. And then you've also got a smooth section here. Half of this is smooth, what have you. But I do like that pan. Yeah, I love that pan. So there's all those kits are up on the website. Let's go back to the website now. Let's see, how do I do that? We'll just go here to the website. This might be a long list here. I've got to scroll through because we do sell a lot of different pans. A stack of different pans. They'll be down the bottom. Oh, don't tell me they're not up here. Queensland. Got to do something about this website too at some stage. Let's have a look. Kit. That was a mistake. We'll have a look here. Tire pan. Anyway, they might not be up on the website. So, I think they're like the small kit, which is got that pan. Let me get you bigger so you can see what the hell I'm talking about. The big pan, the 15-inch pan, and the number 10 sieve, right, is like $69 with all those accessories, like vials and magnifiers and snuffer. That's the little magnifier thing. They're like $69. Then the big kit which has got the number 5 sieve, the 5mm sieve, and the small pan is like $100, and then the Batea kit is dearer, sort of thing. So love those things. Also, have a look at that. See those things? They're actually diamond shaped, not exactly square. So they actually don't hold any gravel, sort of thing. So yeah. So yeah. Yeah. So they're pretty cool. Pretty cool. So we're having issues apparently where people want a little bit more volume. Well, I can probably manage that. Advanced audio properties, and we want audio capture number 3. We can wind that up a little. All right, let me know if it's too loud now. We'll go to, how about that? We'll go a little bit more. Right, there we go. That should be better. Right. Now, let me tell you, this potato pan, everyone kicked off. Well, not everyone. One bloke I saw kicked off. This is not a new idea, right? This is during in this is an Asian pan, the Asian pan, the Chinese pan. The Chinese used to use this pan like that. So this is not a new idea. This is right, the clay breaker in the centre, and being in plastic is right. So it's an old idea that they've improved on, sort of thing. So yeah, this is certainly what I would go to as a competition pan. Like a lot of guys have been interested in this as a competition pan because it's a big pan. You can process a lot of material very, very quickly, sort of thing. So so yeah, I think that'll be a good competition pan. So if there's a pan you want to get good at and you want to enter the panning championships, yeah, good as hats. Yeah. So yeah. Right. Oh, they are on my website. Let's have a look. What did it say? Search for Batea panning kit. Righto. Let's have a go. Since I'm hopeless, let's go. Let's just go panning. Oh, look, they're in boxes. They're there. I was looking for a pan. So there you go. $69. It's got the sieve and the 15-inch pan. Look at that. Simple as that. That's not right. That should be $99. That fella there. So if you're going to buy one of them, don't buy one of them, right? At the moment, because they're $10 too dear. I'll go and change that at the moment. But yeah. And then there's the Batea kit at $109. So that one should be $99, I think. So yeah. So we'll see if we can fix that up right now. Because that's pretty ordinary. But XP Premium Gold Pen Kit. There we go. We'll edit that up now. So don't also forget, we've got a stack of these in too. Right? $35. You get a pan, a bag, snuffer bottle, a vacuum tweezers, and a, a vial. But you also get a magnifier in there as well. So we'll see if... Yeah, there's no photo of the magnifier because it's clear. So they're a good little starter kit for the kids. That's just a little 10-inch pan, and yeah, that's it there. So $99.99 is what that kit's worth. 99.99. So that's now saved. So that should update on that web page now that that's a $99 kit, not a $109 web thingo. So right, guys, so that panning kit, those panning kits are very, very good. Why does everyone keep talking about pink picks? Is it because I got a line of pink picks? I got a lot of pink picks, let me tell you. So Free postage still, Ben? Yes. So, let's talk about pink picks, okay? I had to pick it up. I have pink picks on the website. Let me get you back over here. I've got pink picks on the website. I'm just looking at them now to see if Nat got them up. I'm sure they'll be there somewhere. God, I hate searching this website. I should show you what I'm doing. Here we go. Pink pick. Let me get you on here. Here we go. We'll slip back across there. Pink pick. Right? So, these are the pink picks. I've got them in my hand. We haven't got a description here, but we have got a description there. So, these pink picks are labelled. Now, I want to be very, very clear. All the profits from Gold Diggers. So Gold Diggers are donating all the profits. I make 0 coin off this. Okay? Absolutely nothing off this pick, nor do I want to, right? This pick weighs, I don't know, I'll have to put a weight on it, okay? So these picks, this is just something we're doing. This is something we're doing to... That one's got a better brick. That one had a bit of dark wood in there. So these, very, very pink, very easy to see in the bush. But all the profits of these, this is one little thing that Gold Diggers are doing to, you know, give back a little bit. But all the profits that Gold Diggers makes go straight to breast cancer, and they are fantastic. 600 long, standard size on the end. These are the picks that have got the 450 or equivalent bisalloy in them, right? These picks, I have now proven it against every other pick on the market, right, that this tip stays sharper longer than any others. It is definitely, and it's not just me saying that, it is, I've had these out to full-time prospectors for a little while now, yeah, so these definitely stay sharper. The steel quality is better than what's on the market, and that's what I wanted, right? I wanted a pick that stayed sharp. They're the same as the blue ones that are out in the field, same steel, just in a lovely shade of pink with a breast cancer thing on the side of them. I have 20 odd of them sitting here behind me, probably 24 I think, or 25. So if you're looking for a pick, right, pink pick. I run a pink pick. Real men run a pink pick. That's what I reckon. Pink pick. Run a pink pick. Ask to get the conversation going. And every one of these gets a donation going. So, you know. So, that's the pink pick. So, to go to the pink pick. So, you search on my website. Let me just get across here. Pink pick. If you searched, let me search the store. Pink pick. Right? Pink pick. It's the only one that comes up. $119, right? They're the same price as the blue ones, right? So there's the pink pick there. Breast cancer one. Brux 600 mil. A good size pick. So please, guys, if you're looking for a pick, right, please consider this one, because the profits go to a great, great cause. So, yes. So, Ben asked, how long are I having them for? Are they limited? They hopefully will go for a long, long time. So, I am not, Jeff says I want to see him juggling it. That is very sharp. I'm not juggling that, and so's this edge. It's actually quite clever. The guys that did these are pretty switched on. I don't know whether you can see it, but along this edge here, along this flat edge, there is actually, that's not ground down all the way to the tip, right? It's got a slight flat edge on it, and geez, it holds its edge very, very well. Very, very well. It holds that edge. So, yeah. Right. So, pink picks, absolutely fantastic. So, I'll stop talking about them now because I really want them to go nuts. I want everyone in the country to have a pink pick, knowing that it all goes to breast cancer. So that's why I keep banging on about it. So I might even we'll give one of these away, eh? Actually, no, I won't. No, I'm not going to give one away. These won't be given away. So you've got to make a donation to the breast cancer just by buying it through the website, or coming into the store. I'm not giving them away. Yeah, because pink picks, because they're a donation thing. Yeah. So yes. So yeah. Right. So that's good. That's good. So Sue says, great cause, need to look after the girls. Yeah. Yeah. And what prospector doesn't like breasts? Let's be honest here. It's a good cause, support it. So, yes. So, yes. Auction them. Oh, that's a good idea, Trev. That's a great idea. We might have to see about that. So, right, guys, what else have I got sitting around? I've talked about the mug. I've talked about snakebite kits. There's loads of stuff in development. There's loads of stuff going on. I've got stuff sitting around here everywhere. Yes. What about pink pinpointers? No. Ryan says, how long on postage for pans? If I've got them in stock, they go the next day. So, yeah, Peter makes a good point about the picks. Peter's a good man. It's not just for the ladies, the pink picks. I'm running a pink pick, right? You will see, right? I run a pink pick now. I will never pick up another pick. Well, I will if I leave me pink one at home. But, yeah. So, yeah, absolutely. So the pink pick is going well. So that's all I'm going to be using. You'll see me pink pick. That's it. Done. I might have to take it back. I've worn about this much colour off it already, but it's still pink. I might have to take it back for spray paint. So, but yeah, I'm running pink picks. So it's not for the girls, it's for the blokes as well. So, yeah. Greg here, pink ZX. And this is, okay, here we go. I'd encourage, even if it's a limited run, right, all the manufacturers to do a pink version. And if we can donate it all to breast cancer. I've picked up that one with the black mark on it again. We donate, that'd be good. If we did a limited run where the profits went to the Breast Cancer Foundation, that would be phenomenal. Okay, so if anyone's up there, small manufacturers, coil manufacturers, headphone manufacturers, let's do a pink edition. And even if it's a limited edition, limited run, even if you did 10 of them, you know, so, yeah, so, right, so, will we auction one now? Right, will we auction one now? I don't know whether I'm able to do it, but, so, why don't we, do that? Why don't we, would anyone be interested? Let me know if you're interested in auctioning a pink pick, right? And then we'll give away the prize and call the show. So, see, there you go, Mitch Rightly. Pink Dream Mat, pink scoop, pink pump. Righto, the auction's on, right? So all you need to do to be part of the auction, right, is say pink and the amount you're willing to pay, and we'll sort it out. Trish is in with 50. Anyone else? Anyone got a better off? $100. Richard's already at $100. So, yes. Last dollars, the highest dollars, right? The highest dollars, right, at the end of the show wins, okay? I've got $100, so you got to do better than 100. So, and if it's a tie, we might even have to do a couple. 102 for Trish. Righto, so I'm going to let the auction continue while we're talking about something or other. Has anyone got a any question that they're coming that they've got? Here's a good question, Scott Williams. Where's the prostate cancer one? Possibly. That might be happening. Pink mugs, pink dream mats, pink everything. So, but I'll encourage everyone. I'm going to talk to. There's 130. There's 150 from Adam and Sam. 151 from Trisha. I think Trisha's winning at the moment. So I'm going to be talking to Dustin tomorrow to see if he does a limited edition pink run of something for breast cancer. So I'm going to encourage that across the industry. Do something in pink. It's a probably a male dominated hobby. So yeah. So pink's a good colour. So just to clarify, Baz asked a good question there. Baz asked a question about SDC. So the SDCs at the moment are coming with 4 C-cell batteries. Okay, that's how they're coming standard. If you want the lithium ions are the thing that are delayed. Okay, so the lithium ions delayed, but they are coming. Okay, so you can actually buy a lithium ion one from the website at the moment. And what happens is we then split that into 2 products: the standard SDC, then the lithium ion back sits on a back order up on the board until it comes in, and then we send it out to you. So you can buy it either way. So absolutely. So yeah. So that's SDC. Gavin asked a question about the GPX 6000 again. Well, not again. Gavin's probably only asked it the first time. I've heard nothing about the 6000. Nothing at all. And to be honest with you, I'm probably the last person to know. So, because they know I've got a big giant mouth and I flap it every Monday night. So, they're not going to tell me about anything new coming out. So, Todd, that's wrong. If there was ever a prostate one, it would be blue, not brown. That's disturbing, my friend. So, yeah. Yeah, see, Cassie, she makes a ribbon soap. Beautiful. Right, so. Pink Gold Diggers hats. GPX 6000s, I'll talk, yeah. Well, there is talk. Oh, look at this. Everyone's coming on board. Ramsey Lamass, the junior world champion. He's 20 pink pan key rings to go with the pink picks. Great stuff. So, yeah. What's that thread there? Refines a Trevor. Oh, I can't work it out here. Pink Gold Digger shirts. Now, I think we're going a bit far now. I think pink boots. Everything's pink. We'll turn prospecting pink. Paint the excavator pink. I haven't got a lot of pink. I haven't got a lot of pink paint. Yes. So, Mitch is going to make pink ice creams to sell at the shop. fantastic. New ground in North Queensland will be happening. I'm not telling you where or when. Well, I will tell you when. It won't be till April next year because it's too hot up there. So, yeah. So that is not going to be happening this year. Basically, it's all in North Queensland at the moment. For those people that haven't been out there, been up there, it's very, very hot, and there's a lot of dry grass. They are getting a lot of they get a lot of bushfires through there, and it's quite it's going to be quite dangerous. So the North Queensland thing's on hold until after the wet, because the wet's on its way, and it's supposed to be a big wet this year, according to all the blokes up there, the cockies up there. So, righto. So, guys, we've got large snakebite, small snakebite kit going out tonight. So we'll do the small one first. Let me just get this up here. Get the random comment generator going. Right here, let me just see what we can find here. Righto, so the small one. Let me get this going here. The small one, snakebite kit, goes to, here we go, Baz Patterson. Baz, long time watcher Baz. I think this is a first win, my friend. So Baz takes a win for the old crew. What's Vogus call them? The old mouldy crew. The mouldy hats in the place. So then I'm not painting the cruiser pink. The cruiser does need to go in for a coat of paint at some stage, but I'm not painting the cruiser pink. I hate to tell you. So the large snakebite, spider and snakebite kit goes to, let me press this random generator again, goes to Tanya Gilchrist from Taree. So Tanya, congratulations. That goes out to you. I will contact you directly after the show. Now, before we go, if anyone's in Brisbane or Toowoomba or Warwick, okay, I am looking for a, what am I looking for? Conveyor. I need a conveyor for the lease. So if anyone knows of any old ones sitting around, Ray's knows of a couple sitting in Toowoomba, out the western side of Toowoomba, out Charlton way. But I'm looking for a, I don't know, 6 to 12 metre conveyor. So if anyone knows of one that's sitting around, I'm not spending 20 grand on one. But if anyone's got one sitting about or wants to sell it, let me know. Because I am desperate for a conveyor belt. So, yeah, so let me know if there is any conveyors sitting around. So, John, how do I wing a mug? Well, the big problem is I haven't got any mugs at the moment, mate. So, that's why we're not giving away mugs at the moment. So, yeah. Who was bitten? Someone was bitten. Lynn's Coral. Coral, what? Colour change to pink mugs. 201 is the highest bid at the moment. Any lease news? Well, I can talk all night. Well, I can't talk all night. So, lease news. Yeah, we had a big giant, I haven't got any gold sitting here, but we had a, let me go and get the bit of gold here. Hang on. So most of this stuff is least gold. The bigger pieces aren't, right? But most of those littler pieces are gold from the lease, and that's sort of what we're. That's sort of the average size bits, but we've had some big runs out there at the lease just recently, only because we're putting in some hours and we're throwing dirt at it. Hence the need for a conveyor. So what's happening at the moment is it's very hard to control my oversize off the trommel. So for those that don't know, it goes into a feed. The material goes into a feed hopper. There's a grizzly that takes the really big rocks out of it. The feed hopper then, with water, puts it into a trommel, which is a barrel that spins that's got mesh on it, a mesh in a section. And so the small material falls through the mesh onto the sluice run, and gold stays in the sluice run. Right? So then the oversized material then comes, that doesn't fall through the mesh, comes off the end of the trommel. Now, because at the moment the trommel's spinning too fast, and we're going up a mesh size. I think I'm at 10mm mesh at the moment. I'm going to 16mm mesh when the new barrel goes in. So when that new barrel comes in, so what's happening is the material, I'm losing gold, I believe, coming off the end of the trommel. So what I need to do is really control that material coming off the end of the trommel, so I can detect it very thoroughly. So that's what so that's what I need out there in the trommel, so I can control that. And what I'm going to do is convey it into the truck out there, and that way I can fill the truck up. So what I'm doing at the moment is it's dropping on the ground. There's only sort of 4 feet drop between the ground and the hole, so it's filling up that hole very quickly. So I've got to keep clearing it with the excavator. So I don't have a real big control over it. What I want to be able to do is straighten the truck, get sort of 8 or 10 tons in the truck, and then run it out in a layer and detect it. So yes, So I do need a speed controller on the trommel, and it's coming, Jason Kemp. I need a speed controller. What I've got coming is a hydraulic drive unit. So So, and a variable speed drive on the conveyor as well. Exactly. We'll probably, depending on when this hydraulic drive unit comes, we'll probably put we'll probably run an extra pump off the motor and run the conveyor off the hydraulics as well, because yes, I've tried changing the gearing, Baz. I'm trying not to spend a lot of money until the hydraulic drive comes in. So, yes. So, So at the moment we're running petrol motors, and it's petrol motors, and they're running too quick. Even a 6-to-1 reduction's running too quick. So, but we're not changing it until we get the the hydraulic drive. And yes, Nikki, I'm ignoring you. So, yes. So, Gold Rush is on. Righto. Well, I better call it quits. Who won the auction? Righto. The pink pick, I believe it was Sam. I will have to go through the figures. Sam Alphabet, Sam with the name I can't pronounce. the last name I can't pronounce, but he's got a lot of letters in it. I think Sam Z is the highest bid, but I will go through the comments. Sam Z is highest bidder with $250. Said 250. So we're going to close it there. So well done, Sam. That's fantastic, mate. So, righto, guys. Thank you very, very much for joining me tonight. And we'll see you next week at the allotted time, 7:30 Queensland time. I think that's 8:30 somewhere else. Yes. Thanks very much, guys. If you need any help, Daylight Helpline. Since all the competition winners are gone, the people that are only joined to get on the competition, Daylight Helpline is up there. Okay, come and see us on all those things over there. We haven't done much with TikTok. I'm dropping Snapchat. I need to take Snapchat out of there. I'm not doing Snapchat, but all those other things we are doing stuff on. Righto, guys. Thanks very much. Have a wonderful week, and I will see you next week. Thanks, guys. Bye.